they have the potential to rush in, and Aurora no longer have that smoke to rely on. So really nice, slow and steady stuff from NAVI so far.
So you need sometimes. They are starting to flood out onto the yard. They've got the icon smoke down, which is not doing too much at the moment. Wonderful. Finally a kill comes through. I feel like there were 50 bullets shot out there and nobody actually died, which is kind of rare. You could see Alexi having a hard time converting this kill, but Jota decided to look elsewhere. Alexi getting to kill two people who were both occupied fighting somewhere else on the map. Madja and Wakadia, it's a very nice shot there. If he could do it again, there's a way back into the round. Unfortunately, he lost Wakadia at the very same instant, which leaves him now in a 1 versus 2, and the bomb is just now planted. It's such a long fight, Alexi. He's going to get that one too. It's a quad kill here for the Finn captain of NAVI.
Via Alexi B. All right, so Aurora getting the MP9s on lock. Single smoke, scout out. Oh, this could be trouble for Imed. 2 players here, Evox. Little labor there on the Galil, and it's looking good for Aurora.
There's a chance it could turn around pretty quickly there. Josh is already so low on health, so at least they bring it back. 3v3, what a headshot from JL. He takes down Centaurus. Woxic and Madja kind of shuffling about the map at the moment. The bomb is still out by A main so they're just kind of waiting for it here. It's a bit of a freeze call, the same kind of call that they did in the pistol round, but just a little bit later in the round here. You stop, you wait to see what the CTs are doing, and I generally think if you can do it, if you have the personnel to do it, it's great. Madja, good kill. Still not in a good position against the AK-47. Alexi just showing us some mechanics early on.
So they're solidifying what can be like a really, really scary start from Aurora's perspective.
This one should be much easier, but somehow, even with the flash straight in his eyeballs, Jota's still able to pick up a kill there. I really don't know how. Bint is gonna eventually, looks like, try to follow through, and again, with just a good grenade here, it really shouldn't be an issue. They have armor on Centaurus, and that's it. So the rest of them are gonna drop almost immediately. I'm gonna call it a bit of a fluke that Jota got that kill. But if they do get one more, then again, even if it is a fluke, you're going to have to be concerned about it from Navi's point of view. There we go. Nice dink onto Bits, but how can you challenge it? They are starting to get out onto the site here. Alexi with another ice-cold kill. I feel like a lot of them for him right now have just been pretty smooth. Centaur is going to get the kill onto JL, and we'll pick up the Galil. Try and see if he can escape with that. Actually would be a great gun to have in the next round if he can.
Looking pretty good. I mean, there's only 2 players here for Navi. I don't think they're very interested in trying to hunt Centaurus. Unless Centaurus comes to them, which he might well do. 2v2. Looking for an opportunity.
I mean...
Information on 1. Okay. Well, that's the best chance gone.
I kind of like it. I think the fact that Centaurus wants to do something there, it says something about the mentality and maybe the level of confidence early on, because let's see... We've got 45 seconds. There's almost no nades left on Aurora. So, if nothing else, Navi have successfully depleted a lot of the utility, and that's part of the common goals of being this slow. Wakadia trying to get in there. Maybe he could have been flashed in by a teammate. I think that would have been a better choice for it. Jota, though, with an excellent spray down, and Woxic lands a shot. He's almost getting killed. Shot in the back from main there, but he is still alive. We're down to 23 seconds, and some good utility being thrown down now from Navi to try and control this one. Could see without that smoke, they weren't going to be able to plant the bomb, but they have successfully done that. The creep out here for Centaurus. Oh no! He has to get that kill every single time. Centaurus, that is unacceptable. Pulls out the pistol now. Wonderful. He's finally killed, but it's a 1 versus 1, and Woxic just barely saving the day. Blasts through the smoke and takes that last shot, but it should have ended with Centaurus getting the kill. Yeah, but you're right. Down to the 1v1, and you can see there's an MP9 on Wakadia, right? So even in this round, it has an immediate impact on what Aurora are able to bring into it. High ground position for Centaurus on the other side. I do like it, but it also means that this yard is much weaker because they do 2 people defending B at the start of the round, which is less common. Bit does go down. Oh, it wasn't the Centaurus. I was lying completely. It was Madja. I can't tell the difference between 6 and 9 for some reason. It's my bad.
Line underneath it. Well, that's a good conversion from Jota. That's going to give the man advantage now to Aurora. Navi playing so slow, despite that opening kill. That's there's enough time once that smoke is gone to still make an inner play with some level of comfort. Oh, Woxic, the timing on that one. Did he spot the pixels? Great shot from Woxic. More to be had outside, and Woxic will certainly have it. Just Imma left. Can Woxic style his way to the final kill in the round? Well, oh my goodness, Imma is still alive. 20 seconds to get the bomb planted, and it's not going to happen. Shut down by Maja, and Aurora survive a dangerous round. So it might be a similar story here.
Yeah, it's a calculation about like how many rifles do you lose versus what does it cost to give up one plant. And all right, Santara is way more on the plant itself, right? So basically making the choice to say, I hope I can get pretty much all of them. He doesn't. They're still probably going to win the round here, although they have given up the AK and there's still that Deagle in play. Imma landing a headshot on Bacardi, and weirdly we're into a 3 versus 3, so see how far the dominoes fall here. Maja, the spray down is so good, but Alexi, he stayed alive somehow. Imma looking for one more shot. If he could connect it, that might just be the round. Woxic is very low on health here, and Alexi's still dangerous. They do have a kit at the moment, so they should be able to get there, and there's one right in front too, but the low health on Woxic means it might be a quick fight, certainly with a headshot. Alexi trying to get the job done. It is as close as it can get in terms of the timing as well. Jota running for that defuse and trying to get it last second. He's going to be able to just barely, but that is quite honestly unacceptable for Aurora. That shouldn't go that far. I'm not blown away by Santaris. I'm like, there's nobody can question how good he can be, but right now we're not seeing that level, and unfortunately he is a pivotal piece of the team in that sense. Woxic will be taking down JL to begin with, trying to see if he could swing on that Ivy position. So that probably will slow down Navi quite a bit. You also know that there's going to be 2 people at B, so pushing B could be more risky, although that's changed now. And that might be because they revealed that hand. It's just Maja here, and he's already shot down. There's nobody else on the site, so bomb plant is going to be following through. If Wonderful dies, then there's a really good shot for a retake, but the fact that he gets the kill onto Jota is a bit of a nightmare for Aurora. They almost have to retake now before Wonderful can actually get put into play, because he will be flanking them. They're trying to get there really quickly, and I understand why. They don't want to have to fight Wonderful. If they could have flooded onto the site, got all the kills, then all they would have to deal with is Wonderful's flank. But now that they've been slowed down, that is not the case any longer. Woxic, ready and waiting, misses the shot. To be honest, even if he had got it there, it still would be a very difficult round. There is another flank coming in from Bacardia, but this bomb is already very far ticked, and Bacardia is going to be found, even if it's a long spray there for him. People are having a bit of problems with that. You know, it's the first map, so we'll give them a chance to warm up here. Woxic will have to save the AWP, and Aurora no longer riding that round, or that line where they are, you know, just winning. So their money is going to be crushed early on. So Navi just great momentum recovered already. It's also generally quite hard to go, I think, really fast on train, because like the fast train stuff is usually towards the B bomb site, just because there's so many early nades landing here, almost always. Now, I do like this. Aurora going for the pincer movement. Jota's going to win the early fight against Pits, and they know that there's going to be more coming. It's so obvious, I think, for Wonderful that someone is probably going to be here on the other side, because that's sort of the other arm of the attack. But yeah, controlling this position on the CT side, I think, is probably the most valuable spot on the map right now for all teams. And in a way, it's a bit out of the average that we haven't seen more of a fight going on there at the moment. It feels like that's something that you would normally expect.
One extra interesting detail as we're looking at this 4v4 is that Woxic has been on Ivy every round with the... Oh, hold on. We've got the push from the CTs through Team A. JL's going to spot that one. At the same time, the push comes through Imma, where Xantares takes down Alexi B. So it's a labored effort here into the site. Xantares in a great position, punishes Imma, and now the bomb is lost on the inner bomb site.
Oh, yeah.
JL has to come back, but there's a player in between them. Jota's there. Wonderful's isolated. And Xantares is firing right now.
That's the kind of stuff I want to see out of Xantares. Some of these kills, even though some of it just is crosshair in the right place, but he should be a threat. It should be the case that if you walk into a bomb site, any bomb site on any map, and Xantares is there, there should be a little worry in the back of your mind here. JL does get taken down at the end. You're right, there was a weird moment where it wasn't clear who was flanking who like at some point, but it worked out. Huge for Aurora. They absolutely need these rounds right here. towards the bottom of Ivy with Woxic holding behind him. So really, really big switch up here. But again, I do like it.
Amen. With that forward position. The old Olaf spot. Can't find it as the smoke dissipates though. And again, so many rounds where Aurora get this opening kill on the CT side. And NAVI behind it, moving towards that inner bomb site.
Smoke timing is pretty good, but they're not going to care about it, trying to flash their way through. The flashbang doesn't do anything at all. Madja, it's a nice turnaround, and it's an important kill for him to get on Alexi. Creeping up here is Jota. He's trapped in here as well, so he just has to stand and fight. Good flashbang for the setup, and JL goes down, leaving Wonderful in a 1 versus 3, but one of these 1v3s that's kind of winnable. And I love the fact that he's moving forward and being the aggressor in this moment, gets the flick onto Jota. There is a flank coming in, and that's maybe the real threat. It's already walked past. He doesn't realize it yet, but Centaurus is right there behind him. See if he can turn the corner. Woxic, smart move on him. He realized that was going to keep happening. That's where you're going to, if you're Wonderful, you feel outplayed in that moment. It's like, oh, he was in my head the whole time. I'm immediately going to go and check that. I've got research to do. I wonder if he can surprise someone. Leg shot onto Alexi. It's going to be Madja. He throws down the incendiary. He will get the kill after the fact. And a little bit of damage to add on top. Not the end of the world. I think for Madja, obviously you want to kill and to live through the round, but if you can at least shut them down a little bit and make life harder on them, then you've done a pretty decent job here. 4-on-4, and Ima's moving forward with a stolen AWP. He's trying to basically play a position where they're not going to be able to predict that he's there, but he's losing these players in the back line, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the health for it. Centaurus takes him down, and JL can't really secure the round from this position. He's always going to lose this one. Jota will take him down, and the first half will be tied up 6-6. Kind of curious. There's a P250 as well on Woxic, okay, and actually one on Centaurus. There's been a little bit of an upgrade there. Bit realizing, oh dear, there's a lot of people. He's also alone at the site here. See, Woxic is challenging this one. Flash is good, and he's reloading. Just no chance at all. Completely outplayed. Woxic goes down. That is such a nice grenade.
Good positioning from NAVI. They're so far back. So they're going to get caught by the swarm. But they are contacting out, which is dangerous here. NAVI, they are in a lot of danger. If they don't spot this soon enough, we're going to get some really dangerous kills coming through, and that's exactly what happens. Jota with 2 could be the 3rd one here. JL indeed goes down as well. Beautiful contact play from Aurora.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Dan. I can't believe it. It's like it was a surprise to everyone. They would just slowly realize, oh my god, they're already at the bomb site. Nobody even knows about it. Ima with an important challenge here to Jota, but he's going to drop as well. It's a quad kill now. Centaurus gets the last onto Bits. Now look at the position here that Wonderful is holding. That's something that Aurora wasn't doing. This high ground position, it can be Molotov, although stubbornly no team wants to learn how to do it, but this means that he's not going to try and die immediately like what Major and Centaurus did a lot. He's back here just trying to stay alive. He does even get a kill on top of it. They're looking for him, but the flashes are interrupting that battle. Wicardia, though, it doesn't matter. He's actually getting both the headshots. I don't know how he got them that quick in return. He swings up behind him. He would have had 2 more kills in this round, if not for the fact that Jota and Major also wanted to get into the mix of things. JL moving forward. It would be so much fun if he had a kit, because then I think he could actually put some pressure on this to try and defuse the bomb while the rest of them are really far away. But without the kit, that isn't really an option. Like, you can't do a 10-second indie defuse in this 1v3. He definitely could with the kit in his pocket. It's going to get Wicardia killed, but you can already tell the beeps in the background are growing more rapid, and he will end up going down.
I think he and Woxic both had their backs to one another for like a few seconds there.
It was Ima, I think, as a Wicardia, sorry, getting some of those early kills. Wicardia's only got 6 kills. 2 of them were in that last round. But that's a massive round, massive impact.
Oh, I can get it, yeah. He's got the AK. The bomb's there too, actually, on Ivy, despite there being 2 other players towards inner.
Well, if Alexi decides to turn a corner, he's going to discover there's absolutely nobody here. It's a crazy amount of information that he's just got. Leg shot on Wonderful. I'm not sure that really matters. I think you're right, Dan. There is a lot more dangerous than round than maybe Aurora are realizing. 35 seconds left. If they lose the bomb here at Ivy, the round is over. And that can easily happen. A Deagle on one side and one on the other 2. Madja, how does he live through in jail? He's got the crosshair right there. Woxic. Nice shot onto Wonderful, and somehow Aurora trying to claw their way back. 20 seconds here. The spray is good for Ima, but Icon's going to be the play, and We're down to 15 seconds here. It's Alexi by the E-box, alone with the 5-7. His teammates are dead. They're picking up the bomb now. It's 10 seconds. Alexi, he has to try and stop it. If he gets the shot on them as they're running across, but that's not going to be the case. They will plant the bomb in the back, and Woxic there to pick it up. 3 kills here for the Turkish sniper. It's kind of do or die time, isn't it? I feel like they're running out of room to do much of anything. Flashed in is going to be Bits, but Ima is the one taking the fight on the other side of it, so it's the same kind of pincer maneuver. That position that JL is playing is such a bizarre one, because there are so many train games where it doesn't get checked, because it just is hard to check, but everyone kind of knows it too. It's just pretending to attack the A-bomb site from T-spawn, essentially. I don't think it's a very solid sell, but Bit is there. You can see Alexi up on the high ground, shuts it down. That's the round over. You can see the logic of what they're trying to do, but I think throwing one smoke and a couple of flashes into the A-bomb site is not enough of a... You need to do more than that. You need to show up knocking on people's doors, Dan.
Yes.
Trying to sell people in person.
Problem is, Anders, is that you're asking questions. They're not allowed.
Someone has to, you know. Oh my. They've made it past. Oh! Did he get baited?
I think that's he got baited. Completely.
I'm gonna be honest, I got baited too. I was so close to saying, no, this is a horrible mistake.
It's too good to be true, Anders. It's like one of those shadows where like,
I'm not gonna make any judgment. I'm saying that it was a hard sell. 35 seconds. Ima. What an angled hold. Trying to see if he can do anything here. It's gonna be JL to help out. Woxic still with the AWP, but saving it again is probably the better choice. Doubt you're going to be able to make your way through. Major on the other side has recovered one of the Tech 9s. But yeah. That must have been a shock creeping down the ramp. Oh, Woxic's going to die. Oh dear. And Navi, more importantly, would survive with 4 members. Get the Turkish translators out there.
That's not a good sign, actually. That's actually... that's a bit more the extreme than what we saw from JL. I think that's not the best sign, but we'll see how it goes. Opening pick. Ooh. And a second. Navi. 2 versus 5. What is happening?
They are dying.
I can't even say a sentence and people are dying.
It's too quick. They are getting blown up. Also, the fact that the building they stand against is like 10 kilometers tall, which means you can't throw grenades over the building into the B-bomb site. If you wanted to throw retake grenades from the CT spawn, you can't. Really confused. I feel like that smoke goes deeper than they may be expecting. But yeah, it is an attempt to try and signal an A push, but in fact, it will be B. And Navi have read this completely. They already have 3 people here. They are not surprised at all. I don't know how they know exactly, but really, really sick setup here for Navi. They should win the round every single time based on this. Ima with a couple of kills, Bit as well. Woxic missing what should have been an easy shot, and it leaves Major, who was executing from T-spawn, so far away. That's a very cool round to look at in isolation as a way to see, well, how, you know, Navi, how good are they at reading the round? This time the answer is good enough to win it without almost blinking.
Yeah, and going back to that point of if the round is really slow and you have to force the action, well, so far we've seen those 2 attempts at faking the A site, and I think executed really in a similar way by different players.
Putting some loading pressure on the bomb site, setting up some nades. Counter grenades have been thrown in large amounts out there. It's going to be Woxic to go down, though. Wonderful. 13 kills on him, getting that one bit with a chance for a double. But even the fact that he sees another player there, they have such a good read already that there's not an immediate, imminent attack on any of these bomb sites. They can wait. They can, you know, delay some of the nades a little bit here. Oh, and look at this.
Oh, no, this is quite bold. Do you ever expect another push here? Well, Jota absolutely does. He's having quite the game for Aurora, but the trade's in. And still a 3v2. But Santaris and Major, they've crept out of the team main smoke.
Yeah, but the fact that Wonderful is so deep on Ivy. Ima, did he spot it? I think he called it out. I think you could see him make the call on the radio. So absolutely they know. And now they definitely do. Wonderful. Catches thus the front of the gun of Major there. Santaris wants to move in, but Alexi's on the other side, and he lands the headshot. He was so aware. Alexi's really been playing a great game on train. Major with 40 seconds and a 1 versus 3, and he just can't find it. Alexi disengaging from the battle will give Navi another round, 12-11.
But Navi, look, this Navi have either a great setup or it could go wrong depending on how close Aurora get.
Yeah, and it could have been depending on whether or not that shot connects, right? It is, like you said earlier, the classic peak when you just pre-fire the angles. They're going to be making their way down straight into the AWP. It's a nice shot, though, but still, Imma with the spray down. 2 connections on that one, and Manja trying to run over the high ground. It is not going to be enough. 13-11 instead. JL with the final kill of the map, and Navi managed to survive the early stage here. It looked so scary at one point. Still map pick, though, and it actually works out in their favor. So I would say just very well done for them.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
Like, this setup is I would say, almost certainly done already, but the push down here from Aurora, though, might make them change their mind. Yeah, they're going to have to do something else now. So they run up middle. Wakadi is here with the dualies, just hiding in the corner. Nice idea, but unfortunately, it's only going to be the one kill. Look at Manja, though, shooting him in the back of the head. That's a fantastic start. Jail's going to end up going down. Woxic with the double to end the round with. They even steal the Molotov there towards the end of it. I'm so sure.
We've only got so much utility here, and it should be easy enough to isolate Manja off this position, smoke him off. And then there's just Xantares they have to deal with. Xantares has been hitting some shots, so let's see how much he can get here. Backside takes down the first player, still holding the same position. They're going to be charging him down. Imma able to trade it out, and that's a 4v3 after plant for Na'Vi, where they look really good. For Aurora with the orb, there's no way, surely they think about this. I'm going to back away.
Wakadi hoping to upgrade into something more. All right. Nice.
The thing that's interesting there is that Na'Vi were able to have such a straightforward just play on. I hesitate to even call it a set piece because they just smoke it off and just run in.
It feels to me like it's so easy for the T side to isolate those two season players, but yeah, the fact that it's Xantares at the back though, that does make me feel like it could work. Here, double setup in the hallway for the Aurora side. AWP gets a little bit of a shot there, but Jotza can't find his kill. Timing was off enough that you could see it did throw up. The whole power of having those two players there is that it's really awkward when you're peeking in from the T side there. You're going to find essentially too many fights, and you end up, almost taking none of them.
Nice flash from AlexiV. They just flashed shorts up mid, so trying to keep those two A players on the A site. But only 3 players here for Na'Vi to go into the B site, so it might be a little bit more difficult than the previous time. Magic can also fall back to Church safely. There's options here. How much can he get from the Pyjamas? Trying to hold that sandbags position down. Xantares might find a timing to go through here. Is he going to look for something? No, with his teammate dead. He can hold on to the position, but bomb down.
Oh, wait a minute.
He's in a good spot still.
I don't think they will ever expect this. Maybe they will, but if they don't check it, I would definitely try to do a little bit more here. Gonna find the first one for free. Quick second! He's such a laser, isn't he? Alexi gets dropped. He has no idea that bit is there, but he turns the corner even while he's reloading. He's back in this round once again. Imagine if they could win this 2v3. All of a sudden, it's Woxic to get the kill on Bit, and a nice flash to set himself up. Wonderful. Gets that kill, swings wide against Woxic, but they have the kit, and they're going to be able to find the bomb here. Aurora, sick retake, set up by the fact that Xantares had walked through the smoke. They did not know that he was there, and he gets the first one is for free. The next one, 40 seconds. This is where my trust, certainly, in Alexi is really high. I don't think he's typically going to throw away these kind of opportunities. They will go for a very deep execute here. It's Library, it's Arch, trying to see if they can establish control. This is what kind of grenade you want to throw if you wrap the A bomb site. But already, Xantares has found 2 headshots. How is that quick? How did he get the second? I'm not even sure I saw that. 2 versus 5. As Jota takes down Bits, and any dream of wrapping anything right now is dead.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is that, that B option, Okay, well, he's still crushing it, so that's exactly what you were asking for in this series. So 4-2 advantage for Aurora. 3 players to start off on that banana control battle. WOXIK with the peek into mid, so lots of presence here from Aurora, but JL, what can we find? NAVI was so good at the aggressive finds against the MongolZ of all teams. JL with another, looking for Maja. Good defense there from Maja, but gets traded out. Beautiful hit for NAVI. They could keep it rolling potentially. Molly might slow them down though, so...
It's interesting that they do slow down. Bocadia up on the high ground. He's going to get the first one. Flash in. He's going to swing again. It's a very, very nice idea. The flash was almost seamless there for WOXIK to actually set him up for it, but somehow he couldn't quite get the job done. Jota and WOXIK. Look at how far away Jota is. WOXIK, he's going to risk a lot by staying here, but I kind of love it. If he gets a kill, then this retake is going to be on. Oh, and he does! Ima did get the bomb planted, but what a great wallbang to get this started. Now Jota's going to be sneaking up here, and Bit is not really sure. They haven't heard him. They've got no real clue. The timing could be epic for it. Bit still with his back turned, about to get shot. It's Jota, just free kill. He keeps on spraying and finds wonderful. What a retake coming in from the Turkish side, but it's all set up by WOXIK and that early op shot. You never know, Dan.
Yeah.
I always wonder, you know.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Maui is the example. So far, mostly I see him just show up and eat in the green room. Order food. Don't know if he's doing any work, to be honest. Ooh. Well, Centaurus is, and in a new position. Like we said, that's a big giveaway. The fact that he's over on this side means you're going to be likely guessing if you're Navi. Well, it might just be one person at the B-bomb side at the moment because it's a strange spot to find that particular rifle in. There's only 25 seconds. That they're now setting up smokes.
WOXIK doesn't know one has passed already.
What? He misses the shot. That's the bomb, by the way. 16 seconds. JL gets to live. If Navi get back in this round, that actually would be a crime. Ima takes the kill. Jota, that's it. The bomb's down. It cannot be won at that point. It's too deep in to pick it up. Some very nice shots here for Jota at the end, but just the time alone would have done it. It's a quad kill for him.
WOXIK looking for the mid pick again. That round did hurt a little bit on the economy, but...
Oh no. Time to run. The tech lines are coming. You can see the concern turn into panic as they get closer. He does spin around. He's alive still. A missed shot here, and he can't actually get another bullet into it. Riccardi with a very good spray down, but they've stolen the AWP. Deep grenade will not be able to kill JL, and somehow the sheer impressive speed behind the round is enough to get Navi onto the A-bomb site with 3 kills on a bomb plant. Maja, though, is a very early flank coming in. I don't think they were expecting it. JL was looking for just a second, but he didn't really trust his instinct there. Bit, 1 versus 2, gets 1 kill on Maja very early on. It looked like he was trying to back out of there, but he couldn't. Incendiary to go down, trying to block off Centaurus, but he has to run through it, and he already will. I think Bit knows. 10 bullets left here, and Centaurus is hunting for him. Oh, there's a nice spray down headshot through, and Navi steal the round. And it started. In this half, they all have, right?
Yeah.
Blowing open the bottom banana smoke here was a big thing when they were playing the MongolZ, and the answer is right there for Aurora. So maybe you're right, Dan. Maybe they have been watching a little bit because Wonderful got some sick kills when they were playing the MongolZ in that very fashion, and now they just reply with more grenades. They blow over the AWP. Oh, it's a missed opportunity, unfortunately. Navi need the rest of the rounds. I think they need 7-5 here to really feel comfortable.
I like this, though, for them, you know, taking the top banana control away. It's so key, but at the same time, you need this top mid control. Then Aurora have to decide, do we check top banana? But it might not even be a factor here because that kill, this is probably going to commit the rest of Navi to just go A at this point. And now, in fact, there's 3 towards B right now. There is a timing here for Navi, but I mean, it's hard for them to know that.
Yeah, they really don't feel comfortable, and some of the slower style, I think it's been hurting them in the past. Oh, WOXIK. Weird position. Jota goes down. What is happening to the defense here? Wakadia couldn't get the spray down. That's unacceptable. Aurora, even with 3 people, they should be able to do a little bit more than that, but the early kills come through at a very awkward time, and I think, again, WOXIK, unfortunately, kind of the first pillar to fall there, and then the rest of the structure just goes with it. Ima and Alexi, 2 versus 2. Aurora trying to see if they can get a bit of a retake in. They do have a smoke and a kit as well on Santara, so it's not out of the question. He is moving up by the hay cart. He is looking to see if he can get a bit closer. Already spotted out by Immer, and now going to get shot in the back. It's very good communication for Navi. Madja alone. I think, unfortunately, this is too much of a sandwich. Immer takes him down. Nice quad kill for him.
And for Woxic, maybe the pressure's increasing. He's going to be on the MP9 now, as their money is a bit wrecked going to this final round. So maybe 5-7 is actually doable here for Navi after all. 3 players, sandbags.
Oh, more grenades raining down. I do like this, the massive stack here, but unfortunately they just don't have the utility to really stay alive. Jump up. All right, Alexi might be trying too much. Another Molotov around the corner to put pressure on Jota. He's trying to escape down to 5 health, but somehow he will live. Boost up for Xantares. He's the only one here. They throw the regular smoke, which means he can look right on top and might be able to get a free kill against Immer, who is kind of hugging the smoke. Oh! That's such
surprise!
It's, you know, the corner of the smoke fades away. It's not even the whole smoke. It's just like one little corner of it that changes, and Immer is right there. That looked like... There's no way he could have known that exactly, but it looked so sick. It's Wakadia. It's round number 12, so of course he is going to go for it here, but with the health that he's got left, there really should be no way. Flashing himself through, he doesn't even get a chance. Immer to get the kill on him, and a 7-5 is secured here. When you've got, you know, Smoke's Coffin, Smoke CT Spawn, and 1 Molotov, but Navi, I don't know about you, Dan, I feel like they've got an idea that this could be coming. There's something about this that tells me they might have done some research.
Yeah, they're ready for it. Can they hit the shots though? Oh, okay. Is it a bait? Is it bait? Oh, Julie's coming in full force. Nice shots. Alexi B, he's been a menace actually on some of these pistol rounds, and indeed, Navi, they know what's up.
The problem with waiting here is that the banana control, they have no idea if someone from the CT side is going to be pushing up, but maybe they're just going to ignore it and do it anyway. But honestly, this kind of stuff can really work. So I'm genuinely curious how this will play out.
Yeah, Navi are going to be just on the receiving end. So we'll have to see what the quality of this set piece is. Bit. Nice kill initially. Incendiary down, holding the high ground. Peeking out in such an aggressive exposed position. I don't know how he's alive for so long, but teammates from Pit trying to hold on for dear life, and they get so many kills here. Just Xantares left in a 1v2 with the Mac 10, half health. As things reset a little, and an upgrade for him.
Surely he cannot do this. 27 seconds, up on the barrels, looking for the next fight, and it's very awkward. All right, Alexi, holding on to it. I did think for a second, because he would have had to have tried to ace his way out of that round.
Some information winning for them.
I do love the fact that Xantares has got the heroic A. I just feel like when he's playing this well, just, yeah, give it to him every single round, pretty much. Swakadi had chewed up at the beginning, and that smoke was just long enough that they couldn't really punish it either. Joss is going to be going down. He's the only other player that's been doing anything outside of Xantares. Between the two of them, they got 30 kills, but the rest of them are just so far behind at the moment. Xantares, there we go. Again, back murdering people. This time, wonderful. At the top mid position. 50 seconds. Well, round is still on. At this point, if Xantares is alive, there's still a way to win.
Yes, and he's got some lemmings he can sacrifice. Oh, there's another lemming. I mean, he goes down to just allow Xantares to pop off the head. Oh, the flicks are unbelievable here for Xantares. One-man army,
Flank.
2 versus 2. Does he have the presence of mind? Madja is not going to spot it, but he gets the player on the site. Will this actually backfire? Because it's going to create an argument to go forward. Xantares still holding... Oh no, he's actually going through the apartments. So this does create space for Alexi B to move forward.
He's going to throw the bomb down to Madja, presumably. No, he goes the whole way. That's such a risk, but he is running onto the site here, trying to plant in the corner. Nobody knows Alexi's here. Oh, he's beat the timing. Headshot. That's so sick. How did he even get here? Madja not watching for it, and now he's in a bit of trouble. Down to the pit, you could see already tagged up. He's not loving life at the moment. 40 health. The reload is in, and a wide swing. Alexi, a giant clutch here to get the round back for Navi, even in spite of everything that Xantares did to shut down Navi. That's the way to stop Xantares. He couldn't get the gun out in time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he was planting the bomb, so he actually couldn't shoot back. Okay, barely Navi winning that round, but Heavy nades landing at the top here. Not a lot of damage. JL somehow surviving, and Jota's going to be shot down right through the smoke. JL getting a bit of revenge there, so... Brought those grenades.
It's going to be the most players go. Wonderful spots to walk through. Got to find a timing, but in fact, goes inside the site. 2 players in the pit to support.
Yeah, this is such a strong setup.
Oh, that's a big kill.
They're going to turn into B-split. What a call to make. With this little time left, they get 1 kill in CT spawn there. They're going to find Wonderful. Now they come maybe back for it again. They might not even need to. They're just oscillating between A and B and finding kills because Navi feel the pressure to react every time they feel like they've lost the T players. There is a way to win this. They actually can win it. 18 seconds. Oh, JL, if he can get just, 1 kill on the bomb planter here, which is going to happen. Woxy goes down. They're trying to pick it up again. He does get, or actually, bit to get those kills. Not JL. He's on the other side, but still, there was a chance there to delay for long enough. When you're down to about, the 15, 14 second mark, if that bomb gets dropped in a weird position, you can stay alive a little bit longer.
The pistols here for NAVI. Now, these are definitely the types of rounds that can get sketchy for the T side if you have moments of hesitation. But there's no hesitation right now. They're going straight forward. Wonderful. Can he find a Deagle headshot? First chance is gone. It's going to get harder and harder. Alexi B's got a great timing. That's a kill. That's a fast kill.
Yeah, straight rush down the bottom. A banana pit is there as well. It's a disaster for Aurora. This was supposed to be the easy round, and instead they get flanked and shut down in the front as well with the 5-7 and the Deagles. That's outrageous. Can see Madja. Yeah, he's doing all the work. The true captain is in need. That's deep towards the library. Other one going to be towards the arch position, landing even as we speak. So yeah, they will do the wrap around here. I love this. I think this is a really good call coming out, but Bit or Imma is going to do the best that he can. It is assisted by Bit as well to try and set that up, and he even gets a kill of his own. Wonderful goes down, but does it really matter at all now? 20 seconds. The bomb is lost over by the library, so they have to fight their way here in the next 15 seconds. Bit says absolutely not. And Jota alone. 3 people on the other side here as Navi look to get 11 rounds. You can see he's not finding the shot through. He realizes time is up. Alexi gets his piece of the pie as well towards the end. We'll put down the incendiary, and they're back into the 4-1 split here. So Navi, every chance in the world to try and make it out of this one. Madja, I feel like the bullet should have connected there. They were shooting right through the smoke. He's right on the other side, but it's going to be Bit to go down at the beginning. Again, it's Santaris leading him into the early round here. 50 seconds on the clock. Imma trying to wrap around Woxy, getting the kill on him, and Santaris with 1 more headshot. Alexi, he feels the danger. He's out in the open and has to try and escape there. I'm honestly kind of lucky that he doesn't just die to Santaris right away anyway, because I think if he would have gone for it, are they boosting on the other side? If he shoots through right now, they're both going to be dead. They don't know it, but they're looking. He could have killed both of them already. Boost up on top for Alexi as he looks for an opportunity here. They really wanted to try and do something, but I think they're realizing now that they don't find that, they have to disengage. Aurora winning another round. And once again, the answer.
Keep the same openings going. However, we're going to start 2-3 here for Navi, so a slight difference in the early setup. But also, Aurora going a bit more aggressive towards Banana. And Apartments is getting pushed by Navi at the moment.
That is such crazy utility. I'm struggling to think of a way that JL could have not died then. He's so flashed, he thinks he has the space in between the Molotovs, but then more keep raining down, and he has to kind of stay and try and battle in the sea of fire in front of him. What do you do right now? If you're Alexi, it's either a triple or you've lost this round. You have to get so many kills to make this work. It's a very nice incendiary to try and slow them down, but yeah, they're going to smoke it and push their way through, and that's what they should be doing here. Alexi alone, backup is not going to be there. They're actually slightly running away from him. They're almost saying, well, either you do this or it's done anyway. Oh, grenades, Santaris. Okay, he actually does get caught. Hold the phone. Wait a minute. 50 seconds. Somehow there might be a chance. Imma trying to battle their way back. Navi, they want to go for this.
And they have brought a lot of distraction here. Wonderful might get his way up Cat without being noticed. There is a player going Banana. And he gets the kill too. So Ricardo goes down. The pressure now heavily on Aurora on the site. 2 versus 2. Thanks to Jota. being quite savage in these rounds. How do you remove them from these positions? It looks so difficult.
Yeah, I don't think you can right now. He's played it as good as you could have. Smoke will allow him to try and play a wider angle once again. Wox, you gotta be careful. Oh my god! Bits! The running headshot against Jota. The spray is almost in. Woxic has to go for the reload. He's got 3 health left, and now he's just hiding inside. If they would have gone for the defuse, he would have been there to knife them. I just love the idea of it, but even as he dies to the bomb, they will win the round 11-10.
So we'll see if they go back to it. Looks okay, they're going back to that now. And so they should be not as susceptible to that now.
I think they might also just try and be very aggressive here because they don't have the weapons. Very nice nade. Soften him up a little bit. JL pushing down with the MP9. Oh! Jump and he gets Woxic. Steals the AK and tries to continue the battle. It's all predicated on the weapons that they had. Playing defensively with this kind of stuff, it's not a good idea. Madja doing what he can here to try and bring the round back at Wonderful, already up on the half wall. Flash, he's going to turn around for it. If he gets a kill here with the AWP, then I think this round is going to be washed away, and that's an easy shot. Madja gets blown up. Centaurus is alive, but only with 28 health. How much can you ask of one man?
We're about to find out. Maybe not. Are they going to back away? But what a time to find that too for NAVI.
Yeah. And even picking up, you know, some more weapons here that have been, you know, slowly carried back from Banana.
Couriered across.
Yeah.
In the sense that it allows NAVI to open the 3 Banana and get the extra players to 2A.
So this will be Apps Pop. We could see that because Woxic, so he's going to throw this. He's got 2 flashbangs that he's going to be tossing over the wall, and then they're going to go for it. It's already in motion. Oh, the counter incendiary, though. That is such a hard shutdown. They have to run through. They don't have a choice. They have to. And Bit and Immer are there on the other side. This has already been completely blown apart. The incendiary there destroys Aurora, and it's 13-10. NAVI to pick it up with just a fantastic read once again. The 4-man setup at the A bomb site just crushes the Turkish side.